Hello, my name is Laura Higgs. Welcome to Spotlight on Souris, and I am very privileged to have with me the volunteers from the food bank right here in Souris. I have Anne Swaenepoel and Barb Parobec. Thank you, ladies, for coming in and sharing with us and the community about the food bank. So, listen, what are the issues facing the food bank at this time?
Do you want me to take it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Actually, I feel, we both feel right now that we're doing really well. So right now there isn't really any major issues because people have been really generous with their donations, money-wise, food. Like we have the 3 boxes around town that are full every week,
Okay.
every 2 weeks when we pick them up. There's always something in them. The money is still coming in. And then this year, unbelievable amount of vegetables and fruit donated. It was just overwhelming actually.
Oh, that's good.
And so, but
most years you're in need of
yes,
specific
like
things.
saying that,
right?
there's also the fact that our numbers are up. So then I got to talk with my
No,
hands.
that's fine. Don't worry. I do it all the time.
Yeah. And so our shelves right now look good.
Okay.
But as opposed to, say, 2 years ago when we were doing maybe 15, 20 hampers a night, now we're doing 30 to 35. So that depletes the shelves. So
Sure it does.
when you say that there's no major issues, but that we still need them to think about donating.
Right, you'd like that flow to continue.
Yeah.
Yes,
For sure.
yeah, it has to continue, or then
Right.
we're going to be empty shelves again. Because we've
Right.
had a couple of times when we were
Yeah.
cutting it close on empty shelves.
Right,
so-
exactly, and you don't want people to forget, and you don't want people to, then think after, way in January, oh yeah, why didn't I give what I'd usually give to the
Yes.
food
Yeah.
bank,
Yeah.
Just a good reminder out there to people for them to keep their donations coming so that you can be in a good state.
Yes, and I should mention that Loretta at the corner store and Keith at the co-op have made up hampers, and they have them right by the till.
Oh, already bagged items?
Yes.
Oh,
so you can
great.
you're going through the till and you look over at co-op and you go like, oh, I'll take one of those $10 hampers.
And they just ring it in real quick?
They ring it in
it's-
and then it gets put in our box.
Right.
And Loretta had made them up, but and she has 3 or 4 different amounts that are sit right by the till too, and go like, I'll take one of those.
Okay,
And it sort of reminds them that we're there instead of picking up a can of soup and go like, oh yeah, I'll give this to the food bank.
Right.
This way it's just, oh, I might already picked up everything I want, but now you can just look over and go like,
It
and for
saves-
$5, $10.
exactly, it saves the thinking process
Yes.
on my end when
Yeah.
I'm there shopping, oh, this.
Yeah.
Right? I don't have to plan anything or how many items should I get and this, that, and the next thing.
Yeah.
It's already ready for you.
It's ready for,
Okay.
and like Keith at the co-op and Loretta said like, what do you guys need?
Yeah.
So we went through what there is. So
Great.
he made up different lists. I know at the co-op he showed me because the $5 one has this, the 10 has this, so that it's
Sure.
stuff that we actually do
Sure.
use instead of.
And you'll still take the single
Oh,
cans of
oh,
soup
oh,
or noodles
oh,
and all
for
that
sure.
too.
Yes, because
that's
everybody gets soup, everybody gets
Right.
beans, everybody gets
Right.
that kind of stuff. So
Right, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's really good to hear that your shelves are full, but keep it up, Souris and community, surrounding community, keep it up because the food bank does need the food for sure. So what are you doing then to combat any shortages?
we watch for major sales,
Major
Okay,
and then we load up.
okay,
Because like the money donations are still coming in good, so we're good that way.
Okay.
So sometimes we just have to
Top
for
it
ins-
up,
top it up.
Okay.
But like for instance, like the co-op right now is doing their 10 for 10. So you really can't afford, especially like $1 a can for beans or soup,
right,
as opposed to I don't even know what they are,
Oh,
$2 or
they're
$3.
expensive,
right.
So that's when we load up.
Go in and,
Doesn't spoil. We have the room for it.
okay, okay.
So
Yeah, but monetary donations are great because when you go to get the fresh stuff, you
Yes.
have to buy those individually, and I'm afraid there isn't always time to wait for sales on that.
That's
yes,
right.
yes.
So,
Yeah.
but the other stuff, the canned goods that keep and stuff.
Yes, you know, that and well, we buy our own meat and stuff, but we get deals on that from Mark,
Sure.
from Prairie Rose as well. So,
Sure.
but it's
Well, that's really good. Well, that's good. Okay, so you're thinking. You're not just sitting there waiting for stuff to come in. You're thinking, you're planning, you're making sure your money stretches.
We
Yes.
watch every flyer.
Any household does.
Yeah.
We try to
Yes.
make our money stretch,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Yep.
Well, and nowadays you almost have to with like the price of things is like people who aren't suffering as much as say 3 or 4 years ago, but now when they have to buy a $6 loaf of bread or $8 thing of milk,
Right.
it starts to add up. And if you're in between paychecks,
Yeah.
and like, we don't judge anybody. If you're caught in the middle and you need something, we're open.
You're there for it.
Yeah. And we don't say, well,
Great.
pretty sure you don't get one.
Yeah.
Everybody gets one, kind of thing. And
Okay.
and some, like I think we've mentioned before, some of them you only see the one time.
Right,
I'm
yeah.
just in between, and
Strapped and-
like rent's due, car payments due, or whatever, and we're just caught. And you're
Yeah.
like, fine, then here, help yourself.
Yeah. Sometimes there are worse times of the year than others.
Yes.
Or for
Yes.
finances.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
know fall, when your house taxes are due, that's always a couple of big
Yeah.
bills. And then when my house insurance is due, that's when my car payments are due. And like everything
Me
comes
too,
at the same
exactly.
time.
So you're like,
How-
really?
How does that,
Yeah.
it just happens,
It just
right?
happens. You can go months with not spending a lot, especially like when you're by yourself, and then all of a sudden you got the car payment, the house payment, the
Right. Yeah.
insurance, and just like,
For sure, it adds
do I
up.
need
Yeah.
this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you make hampers,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
So you make hampers to give away to anybody in need, but what goes in the hamper? How do you decide what goes in the hamper?
Well, we put soup, we put either macaroni or rice.
Okay.
We put canned meat, we put cereal, we put
Beans.
Beans, yeah. I'm trying to think of what's on the list. We have a list set up down there, so when we have volunteers, it'll say
Okay.
large hamper gets this, 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 this. So
Okay,
it's a
good.
lot easier for
Right.
volunteers.
Yeah, we have
Right.
3 different sizes of hampers.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, but you try to put staples in, like we're
Yes. Oh,
talking
yeah.
protein, starch,
Yep.
you try to make a balance for each.
And yeah, and then
basket.
you get to choose what kind of meat they want. Like we used to give a couple of different things, like
Okay.
pork chops or sausage or roast.
Okay.
And then we give coupons for milk and fresh veggies or fruit. And they have to go to the corner store for that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that, I mean, it's too hard for us to keep milk and stuff there.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, and we don't have the facilities, and then we're only open for those 2 hours, so how much milk do you buy?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because you never know. You can't say, oh, well, we're consistently doing 20 people who take 4 liters of milk.
Regularly, yeah.
They won't come.
They won't come that day, of course.
You
That's
can
right.
guarantee they won't. So
Of course.
Yeah.
Loretta offered, and then we started with the milk vouchers,
Yeah.
and then we talked about the fresh fruit and vegetables, and 95% of them will take that voucher.
Yeah.
As opposed to, like, we still get cans of fruit and vegetables that would you like that instead? And some we'll take. But I would think, it's higher than even 95%.
Oh, yeah,
Sometimes
almost.
every single one of them will take that voucher.
And go
Yeah.
use it.
And they get the weekend to get the milk. So we give it on a Thursday, they have to use it by Sunday.
Okay.
But with the fruit and vegetables, we give them on a Thursday, they have till the following Saturday. Because sometimes if you go and you go like, oh, I really wanted apples and she doesn't have any, then you
Yeah.
can wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, or you're trying to finish up your bananas at home before you pick up
Yes,
your
Yeah,
bananas.
yes.
yeah.
So there's
Yep.
a little extra time
Yeah,
to use that
good.
up, so.
And
Because-
everybody gets a loaf of bread too. We have
Oh, yeah,
bread from the bakery.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Good, good. That's very important to have. And you
Yeah.
said you had 3 different sizes of hampers, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So that would be depending on the size of your family?
Yes, yeah, we have the singles, like for 1 or 2 people. Then we have a small family, they have 1 to 2 kids.
Kids, yeah.
Mother, father, and 2 kids, and then mother and father and 3 kids is for the large family.
3 or more.
3
yeah.
or more.
3 or more, yeah.
There are a few with more, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we also have, all the hampers get little extras. Like sometimes we'll have granola bars or popcorn or things like that. So they get a little bit of a treat as
Oh,
well,
okay.
or
Yeah.
cake mixes,
Yeah.
puddings, jellos,
Yeah.
just extra
That's a
things.
treat. That is
Yes.
certainly, it's
Yeah.
not a staple, but it's a treat
Yes.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause-
But,
Yeah.
I mean, the kids love it.
yes.
I know.
Well, some parents go, ooh, chocolate.
Yeah.
Hey, it's supposed to be for your kid.
Hide
but
that from
hide
the
that
kids.
from the kid. Okay, good extra. But, no, so like it's good that way too. And then we have,
Well, shampoos and stuff.
Yeah, we
and
do
toothpaste,
shampoos.
Toothbrush.
because not everybody has that either. So we have
Right.
shampoos, we have toothpaste, toothbrushes. We don't do that every week. We sort of spread it, like just this past Thursday was mine, and I gave out shampoo.
Okay.
So there were bottles like this. So unless you wash your hair 3 times a day, you don't need that in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah.
Correct.
So then we just keep track of when I did that,
Yeah.
when she does the toothbrushes and stuff,
Right.
and then a couple of months, and then we'll do it
Yeah,
again.
and then we do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, like we also, a lot of people don't think about it, but like Kleenexes and toilet paper and stuff like that is
Right.
expensive as well
It's
now.
very
too.
expensive,
Yeah.
You
yeah.
know, so you wait for that to be on sale and
Yeah,
load up, and then
yeah.
we just we have a trolley that we bring out that has a lot of the how could you describe
Well,
it?
stuff that we know that, like, you might like red curry paste, but we're not gonna put it in every hamper because 80% of the people probably don't like it. So we put things like that on the trolley so that a person can pick it up. Oh, I love this stuff, or
Okay.
God, I'm glad that's not in mine because I don't like it, you
Right.
know?
Yes.
So they get to pick 2 or 3 items off our extra trolley, and we always have it piled with stuff
Oh, okay.
every week.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
But it's the stuff that I kind of I'm a tad fussy. So there's a lot of things that I won't
Good.
eat. And I go like, I wouldn't thank you for this, this, and this in my hamper.
Right.
But if I get the choice of taking it myself, then you know it's going to be used
Yeah.
instead of
Right.
thrown in the cupboard or
Yeah.
Or wasted.
Wasted,
Yeah.
Like,
just,
seriously, going to somebody who's going to use it.
Yeah.
yes.
That's right.
So that way you know they're going to use it or they wouldn't take it off
Yeah.
the trolley.
Yeah.
So then we
Exactly.
get rid of a lot of that one-off stuff that we get that, I'm not sure who
Yeah.
would eat that, but
Yeah.
there's always seems
It's
to be
surprising.
some. We've
Yeah.
had some interesting things, and they go, and you go like, fine,
That's perfect.
Yeah.
it's out of
That's
here,
fine
and
too.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's fine too.
Yeah.
And then, like, I'm on a special diet, gluten-free diet, and so there's a lot of things that are, even canned things that I can't have,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So then people could come in and
See, we
maybe
don't get a
tailor it
lot.
a little bit?
We don't get a lot of gluten-free stuff, but if we do, we put it on the trolley or on a table out front so that people can see, okay, this is gluten-free, or say baby food and things like that,
Right.
because we don't know a lot of people who have little kids.
Right.
So we'll put it on the table, and then if the person walks in and says, oh, I have a little child at home, perfect.
Yeah. Yes.
You
Because,
know?
see, right at the moment, I know that we don't have too many that have little ones.
Yeah.
Right.
So rather than putting out those pablum and the
Baby formulas.
baby formulas,
Yeah.
all that every week, you just go like, hey,
Yeah.
is your
Well,
daughter old enough?
I
Yeah.
saw it
Okay.
on Souris Manitoba Talk, somebody said, I'm out of this particular food. One was a baby formula, another one was a certain kind of dog food or
Food.
something.
Yes.
Anyway, they put it right on Souris Manitoba Talks, and somebody answered, I have this,
Yeah,
I
it's
can get you
perfect.
that, it is.
Yeah.
This
It's a
town
good
is
trade.
amazing that way.
Yeah.
It's just, see, and now we have a Facebook page for the food bank,
Okay,
and Kim Eisner looks after it for us.
Lovely.
And we just let her know and go like, we are really short of pork and beans and soup. She put it out there, and every one of our baskets
We're full of it.
we're
Oh,
full of that.
good.
Plus,
Yeah.
they can bring it, just drop it off at the church,
right.
and yeah. So that's
Right.
all it takes. So
Yeah.
Okay, so church, the location of your food bank is?
St. Paul's United Church.
Okay.
We're on the west side of the west side door, and then you just go down the basement, and we're right there.
Okay, so it's the one that you would go into the hall or
Yes.
the,
Yes.
or the office?
Yep.
Yes.
Instead of going up the stairs
Just
to
go-
the main hall,
yeah,
you go down the
down
stairs and right?
Yes.
Yep,
Well,
correct?
basically just straight
Straight
across.
ahead.
Straight ahead,
Yeah.
oh, okay,
Yeah. To the right is the thrift shop.
oh, okay.
So close.
Yes. so- I remember leaving stuff there, and if the door's open, I take it in, you can put it there, but you can also take it down the stairs and
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
put it in the hall for the thrift
Yeah,
store
because
or the-
Debbie will take it down for us, or Jim. If you just leave it at the top of the stairs, then it gets set by our doors.
And then you guys stock it when you,
Yeah.
Yeah.
when you show up.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so when do you come to the food bank? When, wait a minute, you guys probably work longer hours than the then people can come in. So
Yes.
you guys have times
Yeah.
where you go in and work, but when are you open to the public?
Every first Tuesday, or Thursday, Jeepers, I just
Yeah.
got it wrong. First
Okay.
and third Thursday of every month,
First and third Thursday
Yeah.
of every month, okay.
Yeah.
First and third Thursday.
from 5 to 7.
Oh, 5 to 7.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that makes more sense. I guess a lot of people who are in need, if they're at work or whatever during the day,
They can still,
need to come after work.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. 5 to 7, first and third Thursday. Okay, we'll make sure that goes there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, you have a Facebook page, so people can just go on Facebook and look up Food Bank and
Yeah, I think it,
find you?
I think
I think it's under Souris, I think she did the whole title.
Yeah.
So it's Souris and Area Harvest Food Bank.
Okay, Saracen Area Harvest Food Bank.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, because there's been some that messaged
Mm-hmm.
Kim, and then she usually messaged me and says, Laura needs something, and so
Right.
then I'll phone you and go.
Okay,
We've had some that go like,
okay.
I know this one lady moved to town on a Sunday, and they lost some of her belongings, and it
Oh.
had the food in it, kind
Right,
of thing. So she messaged, Kim phoned me, I went down and I made up a hamper for her, and I took it to her.
Oh, wonderful.
You know,
Wonderful.
because
Yeah.
So
And
that's
then-
where you guys work behind the scenes. Like,
Yes,
you know, you
yeah.
guys can go over there and, well, do your stocking and stuff like
Yeah.
that, but make up hampers
Mhm.
in your free time.
Yeah.
And then if there was some special need,
Yes,
you could
and like-
help somebody.
Yeah.
she's been maybe, I think that was almost last winter. It
I
was
think
winter.
So, yeah.
Sometime last winter. And I'm thinking she might have only come 2 or 3 times the whole year.
Mhm.
So she just needed that initial start,
And you guys were there for it.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
you know, and
And welcome to Souris,
Yeah.
right?
exactly, you
Yeah.
know, and so,
Have you seen on Souris Manitoba Talks, several people have put, we've just moved, me and my family have just moved to Souris. Can you guys recommend this, or can you recommend that? And I keep thinking, wow, there's lots of new people
Yeah.
moving to town,
There really is.
like lots.
there is, yes.
Yes.
Very,
But,
very
uh,
interesting.
And like I said, some of those will come once,
Yeah.
because starting up a new household,
Moving is very expensive.
very
anyway.
expensive,
Yeah,
so.
it is.
Yeah, I kind of get that, yeah.
And sometimes what we do when we know that they're just new and just need some help, we will give
Little
a little
extras.
extra, you know,
Okay.
just to,
Yeah,
to
boost it.
boost it a
Yeah.
bit, just until that,
But the generosity is beyond belief, and people will feel so much at home here. In fact, those are the same people that will turn around later and be the ones who are donating to the food bank.
That's exactly what happens.
When they're
Yes.
better
Yeah.
off, right?
Yeah, it
For
is.
sure.
well, I don't know if you saw, but the last 2 Thursdays that we were open, we had a local farmer donate huge bag of potatoes. And then we had a very nice man over by Brandon who donated even huger bag of potatoes.
Like 1,600 pounds.
1,600, he
Wow.
figured there was 1,600 pounds in there. So I'm thinking the first one probably had about 800 pounds.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Well, we're only open 4 hours a month. So we just posted free potatoes for anybody.
Oh,
They were
yeah.
gone.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
The first one took
Yeah.
4 hours, I
Yeah,
think.
and it was empty.
Wow.
And the second one was just, yeah,
But-
amazing.
But you don't want that to go to waste. And that
No.
is-
Exactly,
like
and
that-
it would've.
The people who are extremely generous to bring it to you is great, but you don't want it to go to waste and go back to your office a week and a half later and they've all sprouted. or
Well,
whatever.
yeah, 'cause like, none of us have room in our houses for that, and there's definitely not room in the church, and we couldn't even quite figure out how to get it down there if we were going to take it down the
Yeah,
basement.
right.
And then we didn't have to worry about that first one, and then I thought, oh,
I know, I got a call from another
yeah,
guy.
and I go like, should we? Oh, what the?
Yeah.
Give it a try.
But-
We had to
yeah.
get a front end loader to get it off the truck.
Oh, you did? Oh,
Yeah.
my gosh.
And a
It's
local
huge.
man,
Yeah, a local man came and
we
did
just
it
phoned
for
and said
us.
like, can you do that? Sure.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, and we made sure we asked the people that donated, because it was for the food bank,
Mm-hmm.
but we said, are you okay if we put it out to the town? And they said,
After you've used
absolutely.
what you need and,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, because we had enough for the food bank, and
Yeah.
we kept that, and then it was gone,
yeah.
which was great.
Yeah, I could not believe.
Because I thought, what are we gonna do with all these potatoes?
Well, you know what, and it's good for the heart and soul to give.
Yeah.
And those people are giving their time, their effort, their equipment,
Yeah.
their
Yeah.
produce.
That's right.
You know, and then you guys are spending your time getting it out there to the public.
Yeah.
It's really good for the heart and the soul to donate.
Yes.
It really, truly
Yes.
is. Now, speaking of donations, people can donate money.
Yeah.
And can they come to you when you're open and donate money, or should they go to the town and leave it there?
They can come when we're open, Or if they need a tax receipt, we don't do that. So
Okay.
they have to make the check out to the municipality of Souris Glenwood and take it right to the town office.
Okay.
And then they will issue the receipt.
Good.
Yeah.
Good, good, good.
But if they don't need a receipt, then a lot of times I'll just get in the mail, they'll just mail a check to me
Okay.
or
That's
cash
fine.
and,
Yeah,
yeah.
and that's good
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
That's good too. I mean,
Yeah.
tax deductible receipt is good for, your taxes
Yeah.
and whatever have you, but if you just wanna, from the heart,
Yep.
it's
Yeah.
good too.
I guess
Okay.
another thing we've had donated is eggs.
I forgot, yes.
Oh,
We have
okay.
a local lady that brings us eggs.
Nice.
It's usually at least 12 dozen most times
Every
she
2
brings us.
weeks.
Really?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then then the chickens, rest.
They're on vacation
They
right
run.
now.
Right now they're on vacation. But, see, we used to buy eggs, but then we never knew when we died off there so badly, how many do you buy? Because
Yeah.
we can't keep eggs for any length of time.
Yeah.
Do you have storage, refrigeration?
Well, we
down
have a
there, or-
refrigerator, but
We just weren't sure.
with
like,
only
you know-
4 hours, it's that 4 hours a month that
Mhm.
makes me worried that
Limited.
limited.
Yes.
Yes. So, but she brings them whenever she has them, and we do need to put out a request though that she likes us to and I don't blame her, to replace. Like if she brings 12 dozen eggs, then we give her 12
Cartons.
cartons
Yep.
back.
Yes.
Okay.
But now we're running low on cartons, so
Right.
if anybody has cartons out
Oh,
there,
that's great.
Yeah.
just the same
Just bring
thing.
them to the church.
Bring them to the church or
Okay.
drop them off at. I got a whole bunch from the post office. Someone dropped them
Oh.
in the basket. Remember that one
Oh,
time?
yeah, you're right, yeah.
Oh, in
Yeah.
Yeah.
the back, okay, because
Yeah.
there's several places around town people can leave food.
Yes.
Yeah.
And LTs you mentioned already.
Yes.
And the
And
co-op,
co-op,
and then
And then the
Post
post
office.
office has a basket.
Yeah,
right inside the office
Yeah,
part?
just by
Yes.
Sandy's office.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
all right.
Yeah. And
So if the egg cartons go in there, I guess it's gonna get to you
Oh,
regardless.
yeah, it
oh
will,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. So the
Yeah.
food in those 3 places and egg cartons,
Yeah.
if people have them,
Yeah.
please help you out. And because there are some people who might use them for crafts for the kids,
Yes.
or they
Yeah.
get ripped coming in and out of the
Yes.
fridge and they have to get thrown away.
Yeah.
So you don't always have that exact turnover 12 and 12, right?
That's
No,
right.
no, but
Okay,
I know we are getting a little low, so
Yeah.
we just.
Okay. good to know then.
Yeah.
Good to know.
I should also mention that Pharmasave and Whitfields have been very generous as well. They both do little
Yes.
drives and
Help out that
help
way.
out that way, or they'll,
The school.
we get stuff
The
from the
school does a food drive
Oh, okay.
around, just before Christmas, I think.
I
it
think
was,
so,
Okay.
right?
yes.
Yeah.
And the kids haul all this food down for us and
Oh,
stuff.
that's lovely.
It's
So
really
they
great.
do independent, we have a box out and it'll be out for so many days and then whatever's
Yes.
there, they donate.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
But the other ones are permanent.
Yes.
Well, not so much
boxes?
permanent, they just,
Well, the
before
co-op
Christmas.
and.
oh, the co-op is,
LTs,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
And
but
then
the
post
drugstores, I think they just,
Yes,
they'll pick, like,
Event.
Pharmasave does the whole month of March
right.
is, I think it's March. Yeah.
March or April.
Yeah,
of
one of
the
the,
two.
and that's Food Bank Month.
That's
So
great.
if you buy anything Pharmasave brand, then we get a portion of whatever
Okay.
they earn from that. So we usually get a check from them. But they also, anything they have that's, say, outdated or not selling or stuff, then we get boxes of the
Right.
deodorants and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So-
exactly. So those are timeframes for each of those businesses. But the
Yes.
3 that have them out permanent, LTs, co-op, and the post
Yes.
office. And anytime there's a collection there, they just bag it up and bring it to you guys, or you pick it up.
Or
We pick it up. We
yeah.
usually
Yeah.
pick it up. We,
great.
It's usually every 2 weeks unless it's really full.
Yeah,
When we're picking up our bread and
Yeah.
everything, do everything in one.
Sure.
yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, that's wonderful to hear. Now, can you give us some ideas? Let's leave people with some ideas of specific things that you guys want. We talked about a few of them, like canned soup.
Yep,
Yes.
it's on the end of it.
Oh, it's on.
Yeah.
Yes, like canned soup doesn't have to be Campbell's. We'll
Yeah.
take any brand.
Okay.
Oatmeal, boxes of cereal, or even the bags, because we will break things down,
Okay.
make it into smaller packages.
Sure.
So the cereal, coffee, toilet paper, the canned meat, like the flakes of ham,
Okay.
that kind of stuff. And then like cookies and peanut butter and just a little extras that you kind of, a treat for people is,
Okay.
because we don't buy a lot of cookies, but Co-op's been good at giving us cookies and
Yes,
stuff.
Yeah.
okay.
And pork and beans, shampoo, Jello, Kleenexes, cake mixes, just basically anything, because whatever we don't put in the hamper, then it becomes on the trolley and people can still.
And people can help
So
themselves off
Yeah.
the trolley.
if you see chocolate bars on 24 whatever,
Yeah.
I mean, if you like chocolate bars, everybody likes chocolate bars. So we'll throw those,
Yeah, give an
Yeah,
extra, that's an
extra.
extra.
Yep.
yeah, you know,
That's
or
good.
put them on the trolley as well, just in case people, you
Yeah.
know, like if you give me a one with peanuts and I can't have peanuts, then it's a waste,
Right.
kind of thing. But
Correct. So it's like sushi wrapping material. There's not a lot of people who make their own sushi.
No.
So they don't want like strange things like that.
No,
Yeah.
But you want staples.
Yeah.
Staples, yeah.
Basically staples,
yes,
right?
like sort of look in your own cupboard and go like, okay, I have my soup and I have my canned beans and I have
Right.
my meat and that, and go like, that's probably what we'll put in.
Okay. That's perfect.
Yeah.
But if anybody can think of treats like little puddings or jellos or chocolates
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, you know, and then granola bars usually go pretty good.
They do, yeah.
I bet. I bet
Just
they
another
do.
little treat there. Or
Yeah.
even like popcorn. Like they just get the one package, but it's
It's a treat.
it's
Yeah.
a treat.
It's an
you know?
absolute treat.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so easy because pretty much everybody has a microwave.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else you ladies want to add?
Well, I just want to mention that, where's my totals here? Just how well we're doing, or I don't know if well's the right word. It's the need
It's a
has,
better year.
Neat,
the
yeah.
need has increased because 2 years ago we did just about 400 hampers for the whole year. Last year we were at 589. And this year, we're already at 479, and we still have two hampers. 2 months left to go.
And Christmas.
Yeah.
Like, that's a bigger time
Yeah.
usually.
Well, no, they get the Christmas cheer, which is different.
Okay.
So our numbers
They stay about the same, I think.
stay about the same
Okay,
even with
okay.
the.
Yeah,
All right, stay about the same through the
Yeah.
Christmas
Yeah.
season. Okay.
yeah.
But you know, like at 479, we're going to be very close to last year's total or more, depending
Wow.
on the next four hamper nights. So.
Okay. Well, that's good. You're,
So the need is still there. And
Absolutely.
it's, like I said, it's going up. More and more people
are using the food bank.
are
Yeah.
coming.
Because
So,
things are tight. Look at the price of gas. Look at the
Yeah.
price of food out there. Look at
Yep.
the price of extracurriculars. Everything's gone up. So
Yeah.
it's pretty tough for young couples and
Yeah.
young families to make it.
yeah,
Yeah.
so,
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you so much for coming in and sharing with us about the
Well-
food bank right here in Souris, Manitoba. We really appreciate your time, ladies.
thank you.
Seems like a fun time to come down to the food bank and enjoy your company too.
Well,
So-
we do
try
some,
to have fun.
Good,
it's
good.
either that or, you know, slap somebody. Usually myself going over, whoa. But anyways, it's all
See,
good.
Folks of Souris, come down to the food bank if you're in need, or if you want to make donations, come down to the food bank. And they're open first and third Thursdays of the month from 5 to 7 in the evenings. Thank you very much for joining us here at Spotlight on Souris. Have a wonderful rest of your day.